Okay, this is an overview of constructive dismissal in Ireland and the law surrounding constructive dismissal. What is constructive dismissal? Well, where the employee terminates the contract of employment due to the conduct of the employer. Unfair dismissal, remember, is where the employer terminates the contract. Constructive dismissal is where the employee pulls the plug on it, and it doesn't really matter whether the employee gives notice or not. It is one of the most common claims by employees against employers in Ireland. The burden of proof then in a constructive dismissal case is on the employee. He needs to prove that he had or she had no other option really due to the conduct of the employer but to quit. Whereas in an unfair dismissal case, the employer must prove that the dismissal was actually fair. Some examples of constructive dismissal. Well, just bear in mind that this list is not exhaustive nor definitive. Any case will depend on the particular circumstances of the case and of the contract of employment and so on. But some successful constructive dismissal cases have surrounded issues like a unilateral reduction in pay. In other words, the employer reduces the employee's pay without his or her consent. A unilateral change in job function also has led to a successful claim for constructive dismissal. A change of work location without agreement. You can see from those three examples, for example, that the key thing there is that the employment contract is being changed by the employer without the consent of the employee. That's a critical aspect of it. A bad working environment also has been held to be sufficient grounds for somebody leaving, quitting the job and bringing a successful constructive dismissal case. Also, a change in work hours without agreement, the conduct of fellow employees, sexual harassment, undeserved warnings. There are others, but that gives you an idea of the type of case which can be successfully prosecuted under the heading of constructive dismissal. The remedies then, if you're successful, are either reinstatement in the job, re-engagement in the workplace, or compensation. In order to qualify to bring a case for constructive dismissal, you must have at least 1 year of continuous employment with the employer. You must bring your claim within 6 months of quitting, of leaving the job, and you must have exhausted all internal grievance procedures in the workplace. You can bring your claim to the Rights Commissioner or directly to the Employment Appeals Tribunal. A word of warning for you, just make sure to take legal advice before quitting your job. You may think you have a strong case, but in fact you may not, so do take legal advice. Jobs are scarce currently, and don't do anything rash or hasty. Make sure to exhaust all internal grievance procedures, and for more information about employment law in general in Ireland, you can visit my website businessandlegal.ie. Thank you for watching.